Understanding dementia, a journey of the mind. It's a journey that many embark on, often without realizing it at first. Dementia. It's a word that can stir fear and uncertainty. It brings to mind images of confusion, loss, and helplessness. But what exactly is it? Imagine the mind as a vast, intricate library filled with memories, thoughts, and skills. Each book represents a moment, a piece of knowledge, or a cherished memory. Dementia, in its many forms, like Alzheimer's disease, is like a slow fading of the lights within this library. The once bright and accessible shelves become shadowed and harder to navigate. It affects the brain's ability to function properly, impacting memory, thinking, and behavior. The connections that once made everything clear and understandable begin to fray. This decline happens gradually, often starting with subtle changes that can be easily overlooked. Misplacing keys, forgetting appointments, or struggling to find the right words. Recognizing these early warning signs is crucial. It's the first step in seeking help and understanding what might be happening. It allows for timely intervention, support, and the opportunity to plan for the future. Conversations with healthcare professionals and loved ones can pave the way for a more manageable journey. While there's currently no cure for dementia, early detection can make a world of difference in managing the condition and maintaining quality of life for as long as possible. Medications, therapies, and lifestyle changes can all contribute to slowing the progression. Think of it like this: just as we wouldn't ignore a flickering light in our homes, we shouldn't ignore the subtle signs that our minds might be struggling. Addressing these signs early can prevent further decline. These signs are not a sign of weakness or something to be ashamed of. They are a natural part of aging for many, and acknowledging them is a strength. They are simply a call for attention, a reminder that our brains, like any other part of our bodies, need care and attention, especially as we age. Engaging in brain exercises, staying socially active, and maintaining a healthy lifestyle can all contribute to brain health. Community support and staying connected with loved ones can provide immense emotional and mental benefits. It's important to remember that no one has to face this journey alone. Cherishing memories, sharing stories, and staying engaged with life can help keep the lights in our mental library burning bright for as long as possible. Memory mishaps, more than just forgetfulness. These moments can be unsettling, but they are often just a part of life. We've all experienced moments of forgetfulness. It's common to occasionally forget where we placed our keys or miss an appointment. Misplacing keys, forgetting appointments, or struggling to recall a name. These are normal occurrences. They happen to everyone, regardless of age. However, when memory lapses become more frequent and start interfering with daily life, it might be a sign of something more. It's important to pay attention to these changes. This is especially true if these memory changes are accompanied by other cognitive difficulties, which we'll discuss in the following sections. Cognitive decline can affect various aspects of life. One of the hallmarks of dementia is difficulty remembering recent events. This can be particularly distressing for both the individual and their loved ones. This could manifest as repeatedly asking the same questions, forgetting conversations, or misplacing items in unusual places. These behaviors can be confusing and frustrating. For instance, someone might put their phone in the freezer or forget that they just made coffee. These unusual actions are often early signs that something more serious might be happening. Navigating the everyday challenges and changes. Dementia doesn't just affect memory. It can also make everyday tasks that were once second nature seem challenging and confusing. Activities like following recipes, managing finances, or finding familiar places can become increasingly difficult. Imagine struggling to follow a familiar recipe that you've made countless times. You might forget ingredients, mix them in the wrong order, or even leave the stove on unattended. These difficulties with familiar tasks can be frustrating and even dangerous, highlighting the importance of recognizing these signs early on. Lost for words. Communication breakdown. Communication is fundamental to human connection. Dementia can gradually erode this ability, making it difficult to express oneself clearly and understand others. Finding the right words, following conversations, or even reading and writing can become increasingly challenging. Imagine struggling to find the right word during a conversation, or having to pause frequently to search for a term that used to come easily. This can be incredibly isolating and frustrating, both for the individual experiencing these changes and their loved ones. Section 5. Emotional shifts. Riding the waves. Just like the ocean, emotions can be calm one moment and stormy the next. Dementia doesn't just impact our cognitive abilities, it reaches deep into the emotional core of a person. It can also lead to noticeable changes in mood and personality, making it difficult to predict how someone might feel from one moment to the next. A once outgoing person might become withdrawn and quiet, retreating into themselves and avoiding social interactions. Conversely, someone who is generally even-tempered might experience sudden outbursts of anger or frustration, seemingly without any clear trigger. These emotional shifts can be confusing and upsetting for everyone involved, creating a sense of helplessness and concern. Imagine a loved one who was once full of life and laughter becoming increasingly quiet and withdrawn, their vibrant personality fading away. They might lose interest in hobbies they used to enjoy, such as gardening, painting, or even simple activities like reading a book. Or they might become easily agitated in situations that never bothered them before, reacting with frustration or confusion. These changes in personality and behavior can be heartbreaking to witness, as they alter the essence of the person you once knew. But it's important to remember that they stem from the disease itself and not a conscious choice. Understanding this can help in finding compassion and patience. Section 6. Recognizing the signs, a shared responsibility. Recognizing the early signs of dementia is a shared responsibility. We all have a role to play in looking out for one another, especially as we age. If you notice a loved one exhibiting any of the signs we've discussed, memory lapses, difficulty with familiar tasks, communication problems, or changes in mood, don't ignore them. These signs are not always easy to spot. They often develop gradually and can be easily dismissed as senior moments or signs of normal aging. However, if you notice a persistent pattern of these changes, it's essential to encourage your loved one to seek professional evaluation. While there is currently no cure for dementia, early detection offers a window of opportunity. It allows for timely intervention with medication and therapies that can help manage symptoms and slow down the progression of the disease. Early diagnosis also provides time to plan for the future, make important decisions, and access support services. Imagine being able to access resources and support groups that can provide information, guidance, and a sense of community. Early detection empowers individuals and their families to face the challenges of dementia with greater knowledge and support. If you or a loved one is experiencing any of the signs of dementia, it's crucial to seek professional help. A doctor can conduct a comprehensive evaluation to determine the underlying cause of the symptoms and recommend appropriate treatment options. Remember, you are not alone in this journey. There are numerous organizations and support groups dedicated to providing information, resources, and a supportive community for individuals living with dementia and their caregivers. These groups offer a safe space to share experiences, learn coping strategies, and navigate the challenges of the disease together. A diagnosis of dementia is not the end. While it brings challenges, it also opens up opportunities for adaptation, support, and meaningful connections. With the right care, individuals with dementia can continue to live fulfilling lives, engaging in activities they enjoy, and maintaining their independence for as long as possible. Imagine finding ways to adapt favorite activities to accommodate changing abilities. Perhaps it's enjoying music together, looking through old photo albums, or simply spending quality time in a familiar and comforting environment. The journey with dementia is unique for everyone, and focusing on what brings joy and connection can make a significant difference. The early signs of dementia are often subtle, but they should never be ignored. By paying attention, listening to our loved ones, and observing changes in their behavior, we can play a vital role in early detection and intervention. If you notice any of the signs we've discussed, don't hesitate to reach out for help. Encourage your loved one to see a doctor, connect with local support groups, and remember that you are not alone in this. Together, we can raise awareness, provide support, and strive to create a world where individuals with dementia and their families feel understood, valued, and empowered.